with this profound universal law can inflict deep wounds on your psyche and misdirect your life's journey, creating more suffering instead of alleviating it. Many believe karma is simply about what goes around comes around, a cosmic ledger balancing good and bad deeds. But this is a dangerously simplistic view, a kindergarten version of a universal level truth, and a misunderstanding that could be costing you dearly. The first secret you must confront is that karma isn't a divine judge meting out rewards and punishments. It's far more intricate, a subtle energy woven into the fabric of existence. As the Dhammapada reminds us, mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief. They are all mind-wrought. If with an impure mind a person speaks or acts, suffering follows them like the wheel that follows the foot of one ox. Notice the emphasis on mind, on intention. This is where the real mechanics of karma operate, and it's here that the most damaging misinterpretations arise. You might think a good action automatically brings a good result, but what if the intention behind that action was tainted by pride, by a desire for recognition, or even by a subconscious wish for someone else's downfall? The universe doesn't just tick boxes. It reads the hidden script of your heart. This leads to a shocking realization for many. Your most deeply buried intentions, those fleeting thoughts you barely acknowledge, are potent karmic seeds. The Majjhima Nikaya speaks extensively on the power of satana, or volition, being the essence of karma. If you act out of ignorance, avijja, even with seemingly good intentions, the karmic fruit may be unexpectedly bitter, a perplexing outcome unless you understand this deeper layer. Are you truly examining the roots of your actions, or are you merely performing for a perceived cosmic audience? This is not a comfortable question, but your spiritual growth depends on it. Another devastating misinterpretation is using karma as an excuse for passivity, for accepting suffering, your own or others, as simply deserved. This is a gross distortion. While karma explains the arising conditions, it never advocates for inaction or resignation. The Buddhist teachings, especially within the Four Noble Truths, are fundamentally about understanding suffering and actively engaging the path to its cessation. To see injustice and say, "Oh, that's just their karma," is not only a cold and uncompassionate response, directly violating the precept of kindness, but it also reveals a profound misunderstanding of your own role in the co-creation of reality. Your karma is not just about what happens to you. It's equally about how you respond. The Samyutta Nikaya contains discourses that emphasize skillful action and cultivation of wisdom as pathways to liberation, not fatalistic endurance. When you misunderstand this, you might abdicate your responsibility to act ethically, to alleviate suffering where you can, thereby generating negative karma for yourself through inaction and indifference. Think about it. If everyone simply accepted suffering as an immutable karmic sentence, there would be no impetus for compassion, no drive for social justice, no path to enlightenment. The entire framework of Buddhist practice is built on the premise that change is possible, that liberation from suffering is attainable through conscious effort and purification of mind, not by passively waiting for karmic debts to be paid. This hidden danger of karmic complacency can keep you trapped in cycles of suffering for lifetimes, believing you are simply enduring what you must, when in fact, you are failing to engage with the very lessons your karma is presenting. Furthermore, a particularly insidious misunderstanding is the belief that karma is a fixed, unchangeable destiny, a pre-written script for your life. This fatalistic view strips you of your agency and can lead to a profound sense of helplessness. While past karmic imprints undoubtedly shape your present circumstances, inclinations, and challenges, a truth that can be unsettling to fully grasp. The present moment always offers an opportunity for new choices, new actions, and therefore new karma. This is a critical distinction, often lost. You are not merely a puppet of your past actions. You are a conscious agent with the power to influence your future trajectory. The very practice of mindfulness and meditation is designed to bring awareness to these karmic patterns, to see them arise without being compulsively driven by them, thereby creating a space for skillful response rather than conditioned reaction. When you believe your fate is sealed by past karma, you might neglect the cultivation of virtues. You might cease striving for spiritual growth, thinking, "What's the point?" This is perhaps one of the most tragic consequences of misinterpreting karma. It can extinguish the very spark of spiritual aspiration. The path of Dharma is a path of active transformation, not passive acceptance of a predetermined fate. Consider the weight of this. If you believe your suffering is entirely the result of some forgotten past misdeed, and there's nothing you can do about it now, you might never discover the immense power you have in this very moment to plant seeds for a different future, a future free from those same patterns. The teachings consistently emphasize that while we cannot erase past actions, we can absolutely change their ripening and influence our future, becoming through present effort, wisdom, and compassion. The subtle energies of past karma may indeed create predispositions, but they do not dictate an unalterable future. The power of choice, informed by wisdom and compassion, is your greatest tool to navigate the currents of karma. Finally, a crucial warning. Misunderstanding karma can lead to a judgmental and self-righteous attitude, both towards yourself and others. If you view karma as a simplistic system of cosmic justice, you might become harsh in your self-assessment, berating yourself for every misfortune as a sign of past wrongdoing, fostering guilt rather than genuine understanding and resolve for change. Worse still, you might look at the suffering of others with a sense of superiority, thinking they must have done something terrible to deserve that, effectively weaponizing karma to create separation and judgment. This directly contravenes the core Buddhist principle of interconnectedness and compassion. True understanding of karma fosters humility, recognizing that we all carry a complex web of past actions and intentions, and it cultivates empathy, knowing that any being's suffering is a call for compassion, not condemnation. Namo Buddha, thank you for watching the video. If you find it interesting, please like, share, and follow so that we have more motivation to make more good quality and useful videos for you. Goodbye and see you again. Namo Buddha.